Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for 21st of November. So let's start. First is, Ministry of Ayush signed a traditional and complementary medicine PCA with which organization? First of all, tell me what is this PCA full form? That is Project Collaboration Agreement, right? So this is your PCA, right? So recently Ministry of Ayush, they recently signed a traditional and complementary medicine PCA with which organization? It is your WHO, World Health Organization. And if you remember, if we talk about Global Traditional Hub, this will be set up where? In Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and this will be set up with the help of WHO only. If we talk about Ayush here, what does Ayush full form stands for? Ayurveda, Yoga, Neuropathy, and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. Correct? This agreement, this PC agreement, this was signed during an event that was held in Switzerland. Was in Geneva, Switzerland. And what is this PCA agreement? Basically, this is to standardize the traditional and complementary medical system into a national health system. Also, this will advance the traditional and complementary medicine by modernizing into a globally accepted medicine. We know, as of now, if we look at the culture globally, we are more focused on the medicines that are chemical based, right? And not focused on the medicines that are your Ayush based, that is your traditional medicine system, correct? So in order to make a shift from these chemical based medicines to these traditional medicine system, this PCA was signed between WHO and Ministry of Ayush, so that more and more people can accept these traditional medicines, right? So here you can see WHO and Ministry of Ayush, they came together and they signed a traditional and complementary medicine project collaboration agreement during an event organized in Geneva, Switzerland. And under this partnership, WHO will prepare traditional medicine global strategy for 25 to 2034 with the support of the Ministry of Ayush. Now this question also becomes important. The question will be asked in such a way that this partnership where WHO will be setting up a strategy will be for what time period? It will be from 2025 till 2034, and the first phase of this PCA, that is from 2023 to 2028, will prove to be a milestone in the global development of traditional and complementary medical system, right? Next thing friends, remember, tell me where was the 10th edition of the Kalinga Literary Festival held? 10th edition of the Kalinga Literary Festival, it was held in Bhubaneswar. Who won the ICC Men's World Cup? It was won by Australia, and this is their 6th title. Then World Animal Health Conference. This World Animal Health Conference, where was this held and which edition of this was held recently? So this was held in New Delhi and it was the 33rd edition of the World Animal Health Conference. Then which became the first state to implement UCC, that is Uniform Civil Code? It is Uttarakhand, right? Uttarakhand became the first state in India to implement UCC, that is Uniform Civil Code. Next, remember, recently which state has launched food security campaign? Food security campaign, that is for zero hunger. This was launched by which state? It was launched by Meghalaya. Launched by Meghalaya, right? Then where was the 10th Asian Defense Ministers meet held? 10th Asian Defense Minister meet was held in Jakarta. Jakarta, Indonesia. Moving on. Next is, which country approved $360 million investment in the IT hardware sector? Which is it? Tell me. So it is our beloved India, right? India has recently approved $360 million investment in the IT hardware sector. That is to develop the hardware that will be required to run our softwares. This hardware, and if we consider the major chunk of it, it will be for semiconductors, right? We know that India is also betting heavily on the semiconductor manufacturing, and India wants to also become a global hub for these semiconductor manufacturing, and they have also set up a manufacturing hub, or they are planning to make Gujarat a manufacturing hub for the semiconductor manufacturing, right? Coming back, remember, it is Indian government, they have approved $360 million investment in the IT hardware sector. Under various incentives will also be provided so that manufacturing of the hardware, IT hardware can increase in India, and India's position in the global electronic supply chain can improve, right? And this investment, remember, this basically towards becoming a $300 billion IT hardware manufacturing hub by 2026, right? This is the target year by which India aims to achieve $300 billion in manufacturing of IT hardware by 2026. Here you will be seeing we have approved investments are across 75 companies that will include Dell, HP, Foxconn, and domestic manufacturers like Dixon and VVDL. And this new investment will create more than 50,000 new job opportunities in the IT hardware sector, further strengthening the India's position as a major employment provider in the electronics industry. Next, who has been crowned Miss Universe 2023? Take a note of this, highly important question. So, who is she? Shanice Palacios, right? Shanice Palacios, let me show you. She is the Shanice Palacios. She is from Nicaragua and she has been crowned as the Miss Universe 2023, and this was the 72nd edition of the Miss Universe that was held recently, right? She is from where? Shanice Palacios. She is from which country? She is from Nicaragua, right? And she was crowned as the Miss Universe during the 72nd Miss Universe Beauty pageant that was held in 2023. And where was this beauty pageant held? This was held in El Salvador, correct? And she became the first woman from Nicaragua to win the Miss Universe crown. Apart from this, friends, you can see here some important other points, that is, she was crowned by United States R. Bonnie Gabriel, who held the title of Miss Universe for 2022. Then first runner-up was Miss Antonio Paulsild of Thailand, and second runner-up was Miss Moriah Wilson of Australia. Both are important and you have to take a note of them, correct? So Shanice Palacios from Nicaragua was crowned Miss Universe 2023, and this was the 72nd edition of the Miss Universe. Then which state broke as well as set a new record for lighting 22 lakh diyas? Which is it? Which is that city? It is Ayodhya. They broke their own record for last year and set a new record for lighting 22 lakh diyas. Then Aina. Next is Aina. This is a dashboard for cities. Aina. This was launched by which ministry? Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, correct? Aina. Then here you only can see 84 women competed in the second edition of the Miss Universe. This crown was is called Force for Good. El Salvador hosted the last Miss Universe pageant in 1975, and this year in 2023 they hosted it again. Then Miss India Shweta Sharda made it to the top 20 but didn't reach the top 10. Then Miss Congeniality was awarded to Athenia Perez Nuse of Spain. She became the first woman of color to represent her country. And Miss Portugal Marina Machati and Miss Netherlands Ricky Coley were the first transgender participants here. These are also important because we are seeing the newses or related to these transgenders are also coming up. So we should know about them also. Correct? And Camila Avila from Colombia became the first mother to reach the top 10 as the Miss Universe contestant. Right? Ignore this. Moving on. Next is which peace prize was presented to COVID-19 warriors recently. So we are talking about a peace prize. What is the name of that peace prize that was presented to COVID-19 warriors? So remember, it is Indira Gandhi Peace Prize. Indira Gandhi Peace Prize was recently presented to COVID-19 warriors, right? And who are the warriors? Basically nurses, doctors, right? Or we can say the medical staff. They are considered to be the COVID-19 warriors, because during the COVID-19, when everything was in lockdown, these were the individuals who were going to their job and helping the population out there. So this award is known as Indira Gandhi Peace Prize, and it was presented to COVID-19 warriors. Here you can see Indira Gandhi Peace Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development 2022. This was recently awarded to New Delhi headquarter Indian Medical Association and New Delhi based Trained Nurses Association of India, as well as other representatives of the COVID-19 warriors in India. This award was presented to Dr. Sharad Kumar Agarwal, President of IMA, and Professor Dr. Roy K. George, President of TNAI, by former Vice President Hamid Ansari. Correct? Then remember, if we talk about this Indira Gandhi Peace Prize, this prize was established in 1986 by Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust. This award is given annually to recognize individuals or organizations that are contributing towards international peace and development. Right? This prize includes 2.5 million rupees cash prize, and this means it is 25 lakh rupees cash prize. Right? And in 2022, this award was conferred upon Pratham. This is an education focused NGO. Correct? And in 2022, they received this award. And in this year, in 2023, it was awarded to these individuals and professor. Correct? Next is appointments and resignation. Javier Milei has been elected as the president of Argentina. I repeat, Javier Milei, who is 53 of Liberation Party, was elected as the new president of Argentina. He will succeed the current Argentina president Alberto Fernandez after assuming the office on 10th of December 2023. Milei won the election with 56% votes against 44% for his rival. Right? So remember, he has been appointed as the new president of Argentina. Correct? What is the capital of Argentina? Buenos Aires. Right? And currency here is Argentina peso. Next thing, friends, if I ask you, tell me, what is the rank of India in employee well-being? Employee well-being. Rank of India in employee well-being. So India stood at second position in employee well-being, and Turkey was on the first position. Japan was last in this particular index. Then who became the world's first robot CEO? World's first robot AI CEO, we can say. AI robot CEO. Who is she? What is the name? Micah. Right? Micah is the world's first artificial intelligence robot CEO. And this is a huge news, because in coming time we will be seeing that AI, if used not properly, it will be taking away a lot of jobs. Next, who has been appointed as an interim chief executive officer to lead OpenAI? Now we were just discussing that, as I said, that AI is a huge risk of taking jobs, but there was a scenario where the CEO of OpenAI, who launched ChatGPT in the initial, was recently fired, but then again he was fired by OpenAI board members. But then Microsoft stepped up and Satya Nadella offered him a job at his own organization and asked him to work on a similar kind of a venture where he will be working towards developing artificial intelligence related various products and which will be backed by Microsoft. And even multiple colleagues of Sam Altman who were working with in that OpenAI, they have also stated that if Sam Altman leaves the company and goes to work for Microsoft, then all of them will be leaving the OpenAI and they will be working with Sam Altman. So earlier Sam Altman was the CEO of OpenAI. Now it is saying who has been appointed as the interim CEO of OpenAI. After Sam Altman resignation, Mira Murati was considered to be the interim chief executive officer of OpenAI. But again, the news turned, and now Amit Sher, remember this, Amit Sher, he has been appointed as the interim chief executive officer of OpenAI. And Amit Sher, remember, he is who? Why he was appointed? Because he was an basically we can say he was the co-founder of Twitch. If you remember Twitch platform, where this is a live streaming platform, and he was the co-founder of Twitch platform, and now he has been appointed as the interim chief executive officer of OpenAI. And Sam Altman will be now working with a team of Microsoft, and he will be leading them towards making their own AI products. Right? Next, remember Amit Sher appointed interim CEO to lead OpenAI. Microsoft owned OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT pre-trained transformer. As I just saw that OpenAI launched ChatGPT, and they have announced Amit Sher as their interim chief executive officer. He will replace Mira Murati as the interim CEO of OpenAI. And Murati became the interim CEO after Sam Altman, the co-founder and former CEO of OpenAI, left it. And here you can see Amit Sher, he was the co-founder of the live video streaming website Twitch in 2011 that was acquired by Amazon in 2014. Next, which country has won 6th title of the ICC Men's ODI World Cup 2023? So we know that, and this platform or this match was watched by almost all Indians, I can guarantee that. Here, International Cricket Council's Men's One Day International World Cup was won by Australia. In the finals, it was Australia versus India. What is the location where this match was held? It is Narendra Modi Stadium. And where is this? This is in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. And remember, this is the biggest stadium in the world, Narendra Modi Stadium. Correct. And who won this? This was the 6th win for the Australian team here. Correct. If we talk about ICC, who is the chairman here? Greg Barclay. Headquarters is in Dubai, UAE. And when was it established? It was established in 1909. Then, apart from this, friends, tell me who has been appointed as the next chairman and managing director of Konkan Railway. Who has been appointed as chairman and managing director of Konkan Railway? Santosh Kumar Jha. Then who has been appointed as the chief executive officer and managing director of Tata Power Renewable Energy Limited? Dipesh Nanda. Next, who won F1 Las Vegas Grand Prix 2023? So F1 Las Vegas Grand Prix 2023 was won by Max Verstappen. It was won by Max Verstappen. He drives for Red Bull. Right? He's a Dutch Belgian driver and he has won the F1 Las Vegas Grand Prix 2023. Correct? It was held from 16th of November till 18th of November. Who secured second position here? Charles Leclerc. He drives for Ferrari and he is from Monaco. And on third position was Sergio Perez. He drives for Red Bull and he is from Mexico. Right? So here you can see Max Verstappen, he won this Las Vegas Grand Prix, and Charles Leclerc, who drives for Ferrari, he is from Monaco, secured second position, and Red Bull's driver Sergio Perez, who is from Mexico, secured the third position here. Then this was the 18th victory for Max Verstappen in a particular season out of 20 races of this season. That means 18 out of 20 Grand Prix that were held in 2023 are won by Max Verstappen, and this is a record in itself. Next, Next is obituary. Former RBI Governor S. Venkataraman has recently passed away. I repeat, Subramaniam Venkataraman or S. Venkataraman, the former 18th governor of RBI, recently passed away at the age of 92 in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. He was born on 28th of January 1931 in Kanyakumari district of Tamil Nadu. Right? Next is World Prematurity Day, observed on 17th of December. This day is observed across the globe in order to raise awareness of the challenges and burdens of a women and babies that are associated with preterm birth and to celebrate the lives of a preterm infants. Then there is a theme for this day, that is small actions, big impact, immediate skin to skin care for every baby everywhere. Right? And here remember, color purple and socks line, they both are the symbol for the World Prematurity Day. The next is World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims. This is observed on 19th of November, and this day is observed, as the name suggests, World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims. All those victims who died or who have suffered because of the damage or because of the accidents, road accidents, for them this day is observed. It is observed on 19th of November, and here you can see black ribbon. Right? This is the symbol for this World Day of Remembrance for the Road Traffic Victims 2023. Then there is a theme here that you need to remember. Remember, support, act. Right? And World Day of Remembrance for Road Victims. Remember, this day is generally observed on the third Sunday of November month, right? That is the third Sunday of the November month. We observe this day, that is World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims. Next is National Integration Day. This day is observed on 19th of November, and this day is also known as Qawmi Ekta Divas. This day is observed, basically remember, in order on the birth anniversary of our India's first female Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi ji, right? And remember, this year in 2023, it was 106th birth anniversary of Indira Gandhi ji, correct? And this day marks the beginning of the National Integration Week, that is Qawmi Ekta Week, that is from 19th of November till 25th of November. So on 19th of November, we observe this National Integration Day or your Qawmi Ekta Divas, that is basically observed on the birth anniversary of Indira Gandhi, the first female Prime Minister of India. Next, first ever, this day was first observed in 2013. Next is World Women Entrepreneurs Day. Women Entrepreneurs Day, this day is observed across the globe on 19th of November, and it is to honor female entrepreneurs and celebrate their achievements and contributions of women in the business world, right? So in order to appreciate the women entrepreneurs, this day is observed on 19th of November, right? And this marks the 10th edition of this World Entrepreneurship Day observed globally. Next, International Men's Day. On 19th of November only we observe International Men's Day, right? Do mark this. This is important, can be asked. Right? So International Men's Day observed on 19th of November, and this is to acknowledge cultural, political and socio-economic achievements they contribute to our society. And 19th of November in 2023, it was the 25th edition of the International Men's Day that was observed. Then there is a theme, that is Zero Male Suicide is the theme for the International Men's Day, and the first ever International Men's Day was observed in 1999. Next is state news. That is Assam State. They have launched an app-based ASTC cab services and UPI-backed digital payment solution. ASCT is your Assam State Transport Corporation, right? So a cab service was launched, an application for the cab service was launched, and a UPI-backed digital payment solution was launched for the same, correct? That will help to book cabs, to pay for their rides online and make all the payments digitally. So it is Assam State. They have launched an application that will be helping in the cab services and also for the payments related to the same. With this, 9,000 cab service taxis will help the individuals to make a safe travel. And ASCT, they have partnered with PhonePe Private Limited to provide UPI based digital payment solutions for their cab city services, right? So these are your important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's go to quick one-liner revision. WHO and Ministry of Ayush, they signed a traditional and complementary medicine PCA. India approved $360 million investment in IT hardware sector. Shenis Palacios. She is from Nicaragua and she has been crowned as the Miss Universe 2023. Then Indira Gandhi Peace Prize was presented to COVID-19 warriors. Javier Milei, not Javier, Javier Milei has been elected as the president of Argentina. Emmett Shear appointed as the interim CEO to lead OpenAI. ICC Men's ODI World Cup 2023 was held and Australia has won the sixth title by defeating India. Then Red Bull's Max Verstappen won the F1 Las Vegas Grand Prix 2023. Former RBI Governor S. Venkataraman recently passed away. World Prematurity Day observed on 17th of November. World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims 2023 observed on 19th of November. National Integration Day on 19th of November. Women Entrepreneurs Day 19th of November. International Men's Day on 19th of November. And Assam, they have launched an application based cab services as well as that will be providing UPI services for payments. Correct? So these are some important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's move to some revision part that will be beneficial for your learning. So let's start. First is 11 lakh children in India missed the first measles shot in 2022 according to a report released by WHO and United States Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Right? So how many children in India? 11 lakh children in India, they have missed this shot of measles. Right? They have missed the shot of measles and this report was released by WHO along with US CDC, that is United States Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Correct? Then remember this data is for 2022, that in 2022 these children, 11 lakh children in India missed it. Globally, India is featured among the top 10 countries with the highest number of children who have missed their first dose. In 2022, almost 37 countries witnessed large or disruptive breakouts where India reported around almost 41,000 measles cases. Here you can see the top 10 countries with the highest number of infants who did not receive this MCV1, this is the vaccine for measles, were Nigeria in 30 lakh, Democratic Republic of Congo 18 lakh, Ethiopia 17, India 11, Pakistan 11, Angola 8, Philippines, Indonesia, Brazil and Madagascar and so on. These 10 countries accounted for 55% of all the children worldwide who did not receive this measles vaccine. Then if we talk about WHO, who is the Director General? Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, and this was established in 1948. Correct? Next is, which organization launched robotics challenge for aspirants interested in space mission? So recently it is ISRO, right? Indian Space Research Organization. They have launched a robotic challenge, and this robotic challenge program is for all those students or all those people who are interested in space mission, right? They can take part in this, and this is IROC U 2024, that is ISRO Robotics Challenge UR Rao Satellite Center. Correct? 2024. Let's see here that it was ISRO. They launched this robotic challenge program, that is ISRO Robotics Challenge UR Rao Satellite Center 2024, that is IROCU 2024, and it was with a tagline that is let's build a space robot. So we can say this was a tagline, or we can say this was the theme of this particular space program launched by ISRO, and it was to build robots to compete an extraterrestrial inspired arena. Right? The program will help the students community to design and realize a wheeled-legged robot or wheeled-legged rover that will encompass the development of a complete hardware and software. So both hardware and software will be developed here for this particular robot here, and this will be a wheeled-legged rover. That means it can be a wheeled, that means it can have a wheel, and legged means it can have a leg similar to that of humans. The registration for the challenge will start on 20th of November and will conclude on 15th of December, and the winning team will be awarded with a cash prize of 5 lakh rupees. Correct? So this robotics mission for space enthusiasts was launched by ISRO. Next thing, friends, remember, if I ask you recently Seva plan, This is a health wellness segment was launched by which insurance company? This Seva. This was launched by Max Life Insurance. Correct? The next thing, remember, Yes Bank partnered with which organization to enable seamless cross-border payment? So Yes Bank, they partnered with Brisk Pay. They partnered with Brisk Pay to enable seamless cross-border payment services. Then SIDBI, they partnered with which organization for the MSME solar rooftop finances? For solar rooftop financing. SIDBI partnered with which organization? So SIDBI partnered with Tata Power. Next, who became the first women to bag Dhahan Prize for Punjabi literature? I repeat, who has been recently or who named the women who became the first women to win Dhahan Prize for Punjabi literature? Deepti Babuta, Mohandeep Singh, Karamjit Dhillon, Latika Chaudhary. Tell me which among the following. So the right option here becomes Deepti Babuta. Right, option 1 is right here. Deepti Babuta has recently become the first woman to win the Dahan Prize for Punjabi literature. Right, now question can be asked is that this Dahan Prize is for which language literature? It is for Punjabi literature, and Deepti Babuta won this prize for her short stories. Won this prize for her short stories. Correct? Here you can see, and with this she became the first woman to win this Dahan Prize, and her short stories title was Bhook Eon Saha Lendi Hai, that is Hunger Beats Like This. Correct? So she became the first woman with her short stories collection, that is Hunger Breaths Like This. This award carries a cash prize of CAD 25,000. The award was also, that is Canadian dollar. And this award was presented during the 10th annual Dahan Prize for Punjabi Literature ceremonies held on 16th of November. The other two finalists were marked here, and this Dahan Prize is the largest international literacy award for fiction books in Punjabi language. Right? Then next thing, if I ask you friends, tell me best tourism village of India. Best tourism village of India. Name that village. It is Kriteshwari village. Where is this Kriteshwari village? This is in West Bengal. Right? Then which platform was awarded with the best reliable or most reliable trading platform? Most reliable trading platform in India for 2023. It is Binomo. Binomo is the most reliable trading platform for 2023. Right? Then tell me, which is the naval ship that recently conducted the diving training sessions? It is Nirakshak. Nirakshak recently conducted and has successfully completed their diving training sessions. Next, who has been appointed as the Director, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited? So, who has been appointed as the MD, CEO and Director of Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited? He will be Ashok Vaswani. Next is India, along with which country signed 2 agreements to boost the youth mobility and cultural exchange? I repeat, India, along with which country they signed 2 agreements to boost the youth mobility and cultural exchange? So this was between India and Italy. Right? Dr. S. Jaishankar, who is our External Affairs Minister, signed this agreement, these 2 agreements with the Italian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Antonio Tajani. Correct? This was signed on Dr. S. Jaishankar's 2-day visit to Italy. That was on 2nd and 3rd November. These 2 programs that we are talking about here are, first is the Mobility and Migration Partnership Agreement that will enable seamless movement of workers, students and professionals between India and Italy. Second, the Executive Program on Cultural Cooperation, and this is agreement is for from 2023 till 2027. Through this, India and Italy, they will undergo multiple cultural exchange programs, including exchange of students in language programs and other academic courses. That means Indian students can now will be able to easily go to Italy for student exchange program, and from students from Italy can come to India for the student exchange program. Right, and this has been signed from 2023 to 2027. This last executive program on cultural cooperation was signed between two countries for the period of 3 years, that was from 2017 to 2020, and now again from 2023 to 2027 it has been signed again. So these are your two programs that were recently signed between India and Italy. Correct. Then apart from this, friends, remember, if I ask you, IREDA, they partnered with which bank in order to promote renewable energy adoption? So IREDA partnered with Bank of Maharashtra in order to promote renewable energy adoption. Then YONO. This is a banking application of which bank? It is of State Bank of India. Then recently Maxima saving account. This was launched by which bank? It was launched by Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. Right? Then next thing, who has been recently appointed as the Paytm auditor? Paytm auditor. So he will be R. Batilboi has been appointed as the Paytm auditor. Then who has been appointed as the interim director of ED, that is Enforcement Directorate? He will be Rahul Naveen. Correct. Then who has been appointed as the brand ambassador of brand Mobil? This is a lubricant brand, Mobilil. Correct. And Hrithik Roshan has been appointed as the brand ambassador of Mobilil. Next is, who has been appointed as the directors of Jio Financial Services? So remember, recently Isha Ambani, Anshuman Thakur and Hitesh Sethia, all these three has been appointed as the directors of Jio Financial Services, that is a NBFC backed by Reliance Industries Limited. Here you can see all this time: Isha Ambani, Anshuman Thakur and Hitesh Sethia. Correct. Take a note of it. If we talk about RBI, Shaktikant Das ji is the governor here, and he was awarded with A+ rating. Then headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established on 1st of April in 1935. The next thing also you can remember here, if I ask you, who has been recently who became the first women army surgeon to become a para commando. So first women army surgeon to become a para commando, she is Payal Chhabra. Payal Chhabra. Then who became the CEO of Penguin Random House? That is the house that is for the publication, right? So he will be Nihar Malviya. Nihar Malviya became the CEO, that is Chief Executive Officer of Penguin Random House. Next is our homework section. First, exercise Mitra Shakti 23 is organized between India and which country? Also tell me the location of this and which edition of this Mitra Shakti was conducted. Second, as of 2023, which country is the world's biggest polluter? So as of 2023, which is the country here that is the biggest polluter here? Then third, which institution released the report titled Sand and Dust Storms, a guide to mitigation, adaptation, policy and risk management measures in agriculture? So these are your 3 homework question, friends, and I want to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video, and all those students who are watching our video for the first time and haven't subscribed to us, do subscribe to us, and also those who are watching for a long time and they have also not subscribed, I want to see subscription from all the students here, right? So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.